This is Belizean Legends. I am Bilal Morris, and today we will be speaking with the legendary Dell from Dell The Sensations. Many Belizeans know of the stylistic song of Dell, who brought us these incredible music from the 1970s. Dell The Sensations were one of the first Belizean bands in Los Angeles. And Dell The Sensation also took an incredible song back to Belize in terms of a cross-culture pollination. Many of us were touched by that beautiful voice, that stylistic sound that whenever he puts his voice on anything, it turns to gold. Today we'll be speaking with that man, Dell The Sensation. Dell, we thank you for being here and welcome to Belizean Legends.
Hey, and thank you to have me here this morning.
Yes, man. You know, this is a long overdue interview because many people have seen Belizean Legends and have seen from the likes of Harrington Trap to Brother David to many others, but everybody keeps asking me that have seen this, when you gonna interview Dell, right? And here it is today. We were very, very fortunate and honored to have you in the studio. I want to go straight into your work, man, because talking to you off the record, I was very impressed by some of the people that you were influenced by. I was very moved by that because then I was hearing other influences. But one of the things that struck me is that you were able to develop a Belizean style as a vocalist, as a stylist. Though you did a lot of covers, whenever you do a song done by another artist, you put that Belizean vocalist spin, that ballad. Like I call you the Belizean balladeer. Talk about how it all began, Dell.
Well, you know, it's all began by my mom. My mom used to play these stations, this foreign station, and all these songs comes on, you know, and we used to get these things late at night, like around 12, 1 o'clock, and I would listen to this guy come on and they said, "This is Percy Sledge." I said, wow, I would love to have that feel that this guy gave to his song. Then they throw on Otis Redding. I said, oh my gosh, Otis Redding. Look, Otis is my favorite because whenever Otis sing, he put a little thing like bumps on my skin. So yeah, like goosebumps. Yes. I said, and if I can do that to my audience, I got it made. And the most important thing that I find out between these guys, Otis Redding, Percy Sledge, Elvis Presley, Jim Reeves, they all have their own unique song. So I said, if I take this guy's song, I got a song like Dell. I cannot song like Otis Redding because then I get no recognition. When I get through singing and people going home, they say, man, that Otis song is so great and things. No, I want to say, well, man, that Otis song that Dell was singing, that Dell really, oh man, I know it's Dell.
Yes.
You know, you walk beside these places and you hear this music playing. The first thing they're going to say, wow, that's Dell. You know, it's not Otis Redding, or it's not Harrington, Patrick,
Harry Shaw.
Yeah. You know,
or Harrington Trap, or
yes.
any of the other,
they're gonna say,
Ernest Smith, or
yeah, they're gonna say that is Dell. Anytime they hear something that Dell sing, So I developed that unique stuff in my voice, so I can say, well, this is me.
Yes.
And nobody can take that.
Nobody can take that. And you really had accomplished that. You really had accomplished that. I mean, there's no lying. I mean, this is real. You had accomplished that because there are so many greats there. Ernest Smith, Harrington Trap, Harry Shaw, Anthony Richards, L.E.U. Flowers,
Yes.
and we can go on and name the Nelson Diamonds,
Yes.
and all these greats, these Belizean legends, man. But that voice that stood out, I mean very distinctly, was your voice, Dell. And no discredit to the other artists that we just talked about, because these
Right.
brothers are legends in their own way.
Yes.
You know, you even have the sisters like Zoila Clark,
Yes.
and so on, that brings in this great sound, and Nelita Castillo and all of these
Right.
people that are great Belizean legends too.
Right.
But you were able to carve out that song, and it was like magic, man, because you said, how was he able to do these covers, but at the same time put that Belizean spin on it? That one of the things there that you have is that you are gifted to have this voice, is this silky song in your voice, you know, and I think it grabs your audience, and people fell in love with that voice, you know. Talk about how you were able to train yourself from a young age in terms of knowing that you had this gift of a voice, but then how did you develop it? In other words, a singing key and stay in phrasing and all of that.
You know, it's amazing because like I was like 12 years old, and I'm singing in the tree, singing Elvis Presley song, you know, and then all of a sudden somebody, my friend, I don't know if you remember, it's a great buddy of mine, but like
I can't remember who
you know, it's a great Lennon,
yes man,
Yes.
yes man.
you know, and he used to sing all these James Brown songs
Yeah.
and things, you know.
Yes.
And I went to his rehearsal one night, and he had the song "Tell It Like It Is" by the Neville Brothers.
Wow, wow.
And I said, well, you know, I can sing these songs.
But you know, as we talk about that, then I'm going to stick a pin there. I want you to come back to that. I was trying to remember artists that you parallel, and it was him. You both have a very touching song in your voice, that silky song.
Yes.
The Neville Brothers. What is his name? He's
Aaron Neville.
Aaron Neville, man. You want to believe that Aaron Neville, bro?
You know.
You want to believe that Aaron Neville? That's the man I was trying to remember there. You would believe that Aaron Neville. Keep going what you were saying.
I listened to that guy,
Yeah.
you know, and I went to the practice with Bill Lennon. Bill Lennon was
Lennon, man.
Yeah, you know,
Yes, man.
we grew up
Stylish.
together, and then
Yeah.
he's older than I am, and then I get there and I peeping through the window, and I said, man, they trying to do that, Tell It Like It Is. And I said, can I give it a try? And this was all police guys too. It's the police band in Belize.
Yes, yes.
And the guy said, oh, you're too young. I said, just give me a try, see if I can sing the song, you know?
Yes.
And I did Tell It Like It Is.
Wow, wow.
And
wow.
you know, that was the ice breaking for me. But the most part, I asked my mother, I said, Mom, can I sing? He said, son, if that's what you want to do, you go in and do it, you know. Because my mom used to have contests at the house. We all know mango season is in, and mom said, well, look here, let's have a contest, singing contest. So I get up there and do my Elvis Presley song, baby, let me be your loving teddy bear, you know, and then love me tender, love me true,
The man himself.
never let me go. And so I said, definitely I got this mango, man, I win. So then the contest done, my mom said, well, the winner is all you guys. And she got mangoes for everyone. I said, oh,
judge.
But then,
Yeah.
but with the music, man, is this legend guy that I listened to.
Yes.
And then I said, I want to be Dell.
Right, right.
You see,
Yeah,
I want to be me.
You want
I
to
don't
be
want
you.
to.
You
Yeah, I
want
want
to do you. You don't want to do Elvis.
exactly.
You don't want to do Percy.
Right.
You want to do
I
you.
want to do me.
Yes, man.
And I
Yeah.
developed that stuff, and every time I sing, I try to make people listen and said, well, this is Dell.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, you're doing a Presley song or
You worked on it.
I
That
worked,
did
yes.
not develop just like that.
No, I work.
You talk about how you actually do dry runs with your mom.
Yes.
By singing in the trees and also your mom having singing contests and she's
Yes.
the judge. That is the way how you have nurtured that voice. You have
Yes.
you trained it
Yes.
the way it is today.
Yes.
It just came overnight, right? Yeah.
And the thing is, I not just sing anything.
Yes. Yes.
Like, I not just rephrase that. I not just sing one thing.
Yeah.
I sing everything.
Everything.
Because when I came here in 1965, and I started to sing with some white guys,
Yes.
you know, and they sing rock and
Yes.
roll music.
Yeah.
So I've been singing rock and roll music too.
Look at that. Then why is it that people, artists like Belizean artists, and we were talking about this coming back, and I want you to continue that story, but I have to say this. Why is it that Belizean artists like you guys, the legends of Belize, were able to come into the United States and play with anybody?
See, because we got that confidence that we can do it. You see, we're not just saying.
So it also goes to what you were listening to back home, too, right there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I've heard a lot of Belizean artists say, "Boy, it's because Radio Belize was playing all this music, so you know, you could play the rock and roll artists or
exactly.
reggae, soca,
Country.
Again,
They used to love country in Belize. Yeah. Listen to it's like in Blood on the Saddle. You know, people if you tell them they don't know what that's a there is blood in the saddle. You know, all that country field songs my mom used to love those things, and then she would hit me with that Jim Reeves songs, you know.
Again,
Put your sweet lips a little closer.
Yes, I.
To the phone. You know, and these things, man. And another thing, the groups that we used to have in Belize, like Nelson Diamond and the group, and you know, you had all these guys like that. They get out there, they sing.
Yeah, Choppy talk about the Great Glen Bud and the all these other groups and bands and artists.
Yeah, see, but I listen to these guys. They don't have any music, and they go there and sing. You see?
And as you say that, they'll talk about the awesome, legendary, the late Prof Drummond. Because when you mention Lennon, my mind run on the Prof Drummond. He used to do all the Percy Sledge, man. Talk about the brother.
When I was young and I used to listen to Prof Drummonds, and I said, wow, who is this guy, you know? And he used to then perform with Lord Raymond. No, Lord Raymond is my cousin. You know, he used to perform with Lord Raymond, and I said, man, that Prof, man. And then he do all these, like these Wilson Pickett song too, you know. And I said, look at this dude, man, sharp. He was one of the sharpest guy beside Harry Shaw too. This guy was decked out. But they sing. They don't play. They sing their song. They perform.
Is he the original, Del? Prof, was he the original?
Yes.
He wrote the book.
Yeah, Prof. Look here, Prof was good. And even when the man died, they bring on a stuff that he did at I think it's Bliss Institute. He was playing with all these great musicians in Belize, and the man decked out there in his three-piece. You know, he said, you know that song like 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 5. That's my number. I said, is that Prof? And you could hear it. You could hear it. The guy got it in his voice. But you know, Belize don't recognize those things. They don't give him the recognition that they should. But that's why I'm here.
And you know, Del, I want you to tell that story more because he was to be featured on Belizean Legends, and he passed before we were able to get the interview done. And so I had promised Prof that I will tell the world about his music. I was able to do a little audio thing and stuff like that. But Del, when you hear Prof was doing some old stuff. And when you hear that voice, where was he at? I mean,
oh man. You know, the guy was great. When I said he was great. The guy sing Spanish song too that just blew me out the way, you know. And I said that's one thing he got over me. He take those Spanish song, man, and he just he just beat the mess out of those songs.
Were you influenced by him in any way?
Well,
growing up in Belize,
you know,
hearing the great Prof. John?
Yes, I was influenced by Prof, even Harry Shaw. Those guys influenced me to sing. Because you know, the first song I sing in Belize, and Harry said to me, hey, they call me Wado. It wasn't Dell, it was Wado.
Wado.
He said, you go up on that stage and you sing. And that time I scared, man. I'm scared, I'm shaking and all that.
Usual thing.
Yeah.
First appearance.
I'm supposed to do Nothing Take the Place of You. You remember that song?
Yes, Nothing Take the Place of You.
Move your picture from my wall. That was one of Prof's songs.
Yes, man.
You see?
I was about to call it that line. He says in the line, my journey has ended. It's good to be home. In that very, there's a line in that very song, and I use it when I wrote the expose on him.
Yeah.
You know, because he had passed. My journey has ended. It's time to be home. Very song.
You know, and then those guys, man.
Yeah.
You know, I get a lot of influence from guys too from Belize that sing. They don't play. They sing.
Yes.
And these guys were a cappella.
Yes.
They didn't need a band.
Yes.
You see, so and the voice was there.
Yeah.
But the thing is, they sing like the other artists.
Yeah.
You see, they would take up the Platters song and they would sing like the Platters.
Yeah.
They would take all these guys that.
The thing about it, then they stay in the key.
Yes.
They were not singing out of key.
No, they
That
never.
we would say, okay, they're doing covers, they're copying stuff.
never
But if you hear it,
They never out of key.
it's always in key.
Oh, yeah.
And you are one exemplary artist that
they
came
never-
out of that very tradition.
Yes.
You don't need the music, and you will sing a song without the music, and it will be right
stay in
there
key.
in the key.
See, that's what those guys helped me to do.
Yeah.
Because I listened to them
Yes.
and I said, wow, these guys, man, you know, they come on, they'll do like, put your sweet lips a little closer, and the background is right there.
Right there, man.
To the phone.
Right there.
And they sing these songs, and you feel what these guys doing, you know.
Yeah.
And I tell myself, you know, I'm going to the state, you know, and I gonna let people know where Belize at in the music field. I'm gonna do the best I can. And you know, every day I'm getting better.
You're getting better. That voice has not gone nowhere.
Oh no, it can't. No, it's a gift.
When did it start? Well, I mean, you're coming to the United States now. Talk about that. You came to the United States with an objective that you will put Belize on the map with this very stylistic voice that you have.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
When did it all start? I mean,
well, it started like I started to get some musician. It was my brothers. And I call myself the soul inspiration. And that time I used to them do all R&B songs. You know, like I want to go outside in the rain. It may sound crazy. Then it's a thin line between love and hate. You know, all those songs. And those songs that I said, wow, these songs, man, they just get to me.
And you feel it.
Oh yeah. I used to go look at the impressions and Curtis Mayfield and these guys and Solomon Burke and all those guys and Jackie Wilson.
Wow.
I saw Jackie Wilson at the York Club.
That's what developed you were seeing these greats.
Oh man.
You were fortunate to come to the United States and go to those concerts.
Yes, and see these guys.
See these artists.
Jackie Wilson just blew me out the water. He get out there and the voice that come from Jackie Wilson. Oh, what I said, man, I can do that.
Yes.
My way.
Yeah.
You see? So I develop from every little artist. I take a little piece of what they do and I put it into
develop your own sound, your own style to it.
And I do it with me.
And you know that is not an easy thing to do. To be hearing all the stuff. You hear artists like Prince mention that they had to shut out. They did hear stuff, But for him to have developed his own style, he had to shut out and stop listening to radio so that they could have stayed unique.
Yes.
That you had developed that without even shutting up.
No, because
they were just coming at you, but then you were able to still stay focused and develop that.
Yes.
Develop that. Yes. That sound of your own.
You know, I said maybe I need to go to school.
Yeah.
To learn to sing.
Yeah.
You know, for all I know I can sing. So I went to school, and the teacher asked me to sing some songs, and I was singing, and the teacher come to me and said, "You know something? I can't teach you anything." I said, "Why?" He said, "But the only thing I give you advice is your breathing." He said, when you then he asked me how I breathe. Normally we breathe, we pull with stomach in. When we breathe in, he said, "No, you're an entertainer. When you breathe in, when you take it in, your stomach have to goes out, and then you keep it on, and your stomach, and you could feel the wind coming out." Wow. You see? So I said, "Wow."
Techniques of a good vocalist.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I said, "Wow."
Breathing, a simple thing like that.
I said, "Yeah." He said, "I can take your money.
Yeah.
But you can go home and practice that yourself."
Wow.
You see, and everything else I learned from when I was younger. Listen to these guys.
It was a natural thing.
Yes. It was a natural thing.
Yeah. And you know that when you have it naturally, it is a great gift. Because a lot of people have to go to get vocal lessons to learn how to actually sing.
Right.
And today you see a lot of top entertainers they are not singing in key. We don't want to call their names, but they're running tracks under the stage to keep them.
Exactly. You know.
Artists like you all don't need that kind of stuff, you know. Yeah.
You know, it's amazing.
Yeah.
You know, but the music, and the thing is for Belize, so when Dell The Sensation formed, it was so funny how it formed, because my brother Keith used to play plays the drum. He used to play with that Belizean band out here. So one day I tell him, "Why don't you come to my little rehearsal?" Because like I was in a studio like this rehearsing. You know, in the 60s we got the black lights and things, psychedelic lights. And then we were playing all these, I'm a soul man.
What's the name of the group again?
Soul Inspiration.
Soul Inspiration, Belizean. Hey world, Soul Inspiration before, and then at the Sensations there was Soul Inspiration. Keep going.
You know, and we used to do all these soul song, man, with you. You know, I want to go outside in the rain. You know, and all these Solomon Burke. You know, all these guys we used to. But then we used to just play in the garage. We never used to go anyway. We play in the garage. Well, my brother, he played with these. Then he said, "You know something? I think I want to play with you." Then I started to hire some Belizean musicians, because there was Americans guys was playing with me. Then I had Eddie Trapp on the bass. Then Ken. Pastor Ken was the percussion player.
Yeah, awesome.
Keith was the drummer. Then my brother Phil.
Yes.
No, you know, he's a teacher. He didn't know music or things, and he said, "Well, I'll take the keyboard." Play the keyboard. Yeah, playing the keyboard. So when one day we're practicing, and my dad said, "Oh man, all you guys do is making noise in the garage and thing." I said, "Dad, we're gonna start to win all these contests, and then you're gonna see what then you won't talk about. Oh, you guys making noise." Well, I said, "We need some instrument." So I went to the music store, Reeves music store, right on Vermont. Yeah. I said, "Give me an application." He said, "Oh, you're too young to." I said, "My dad will do this. We fill out all the things that we want, you know." And I said, "Dad, no, you just get home from work. Dad, can you just sign this paper for me?" Water don't bother me. I said, "Dad, can you just sign this?" He signed the paper. I took it back to the music store. $1,800 worth of equipment.
Wow.
That was a lot of money. We get all these Shore speakers and mics and everything, new drum sets. Then we practicing, and a guy come from Beverly Hills. He said, "Wow, who is playing those music in the back of your yard?" My dad said, "Oh, that was my son." He said, "Man, those guys sound good." No, then he started to pick up a little confidence. Then we started to win contests. And he said, "Oh, those are my boys.
Yeah.
Those are my boys." Then we said, then we said,
you all didn't let him down.
Exactly. Then we said, well, we want to mash up Belize.
Yeah.
So we take Tears on My Pillow. Tears on My Pillow come out 100 years ago. Nobody knew about Tears on My Pillow. So we take Tears and say, well, you know something, I'm going to do it. I'm going to put Dell into it.
Yes, yes.
And we put that song of Tears on My Pillow.
Put a spin on that song.
Oh. We put that song
you
out.
put a spin on that song.
And the whole Caribbean.
Yes.
You know that Belize got musicians.
Yes.
That can perform.
Belize is here.
Belize is here.
Yeah. And if you talk about the Caribbean, you talk about how you were influenced by the R&B artists, the Percy Sledges and so on, right? We want to talk about how did the Caribbean artists influence you.
I listen to like Mighty Sparrow.
Yes, there you go.
You see?
Yeah.
He's the one that
the legend right there.
He do some things that I said, wow, this guy is awesome.
Yeah.
You know, so I take a little bit of his things too.
Yes.
You know, and I said, wow, I can Sparrow, man. I love Sparrow. You know, it's
Sparrow could get into some ballads, man.
Oh yeah. You know,
I did not really realize a Calypsonian singing like that.
Yeah, I said, wow. You know, and even Calypso Rose.
Yes.
You know, I see the feel of this lady on the stage. I said, if she could get up and do things like that on the stage, Dell could do that.
Yes.
You see? The way they move.
Yes.
I said, you know something? I can move just like that.
Yeah.
And I put that little steps and things in it, and I got it made. You know?
Yeah.
When you do songs, you have to feel this. It got to be a part of you.
Yes.
If you take a song and just sing a song just to sing,
yes.
No, I can't do that.
Yes.
You got to be a part of me.
You got to be feeling it.
Yes, you got to be a part of me. I don't care what song I'm singing. It got to be a part of you. And the people got to feel what I'm doing. If you don't feel what I'm doing, I'm wasting my time.
Yes. You know your song there, like you're listening to that band behind you. And if you're not feeling it, great artists like you and stylists, balladeers like you, I see live shows where they get mad with their band because they're not feeling the band. How are you like? Are you like that?
Well, you see, I put the inspiration into the band.
The band picks up off of you.
Yes. Long as you got the chords in for the song, you just play it. I'm gonna put the inspiration in you.
Wow. That's a really reverse way, because most of them talk about they gotta feel it back there, but you actually do it.
I make them feel it. Because the way I perform, they feel what I'm doing, so they that get into them. You see. But a lot of people think, well, the band's supposed to put the inspiration in you. No, I'm going to give you the inspiration, buddy. You know, I'm going to make you feel me. And when you feel it, you're going to say, wow. Then they say, man, I got to show this guy what I can do, because this guy is coming on. So I got to please him. Because if they're not playing the way I want them to play with the feel I give them, then I will stop them. Let's do it over. You see? And then I use Smitty. Then the last time, the Smith Brothers. I used a band to back me up, because like two of my brothers in Belize, and then Pastor Ken is doing, and I don't want to really get him into too much.
Incredible artist again, vocalist, Smith Brothers.
Yeah, so I my brother Phil gave them the music then for like a month. And when I walk in the rehearsal room, I said, just play. You know? I know, say, well, okay, man, I want you to do this. No, play the music, and I want you to feel what you're playing. You see?
Yes, to talk about that too, I want to sort of look at all the other groups and bands in the Belizean diaspora, from New York, Chicago to LA in the 1970s. What comes to mind is the great Duet. And talking with your brother Phil, he mentioned to me that you all performed once with the Web one time.
Well, yes.
Talk about that.
You know, those guys, they play good.
Yeah, yeah.
They really play good. But Dell the Sensation got a unique song.
Yeah, yeah.
So we don't care who we played with.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And I always try to tell the artist, you're always good.
Mm-hmm.
Don't think you can overdo this other group.
Yes.
You be you.
There you go.
And that's what the audience gonna like.
Yes.
Not say, well, like, I'm gonna outplay this group, because
Yes.
you can't outplay that other
There
group.
you go, though. See, and
You see?
you have the same concept in terms of how you develop your own
Exactly.
song.
This is me. Nobody can play with like me.
Yeah.